We trying to get paid.
Making money, make it, dollar, dollar.
We trying to get paid.
Making money,
Make it save and invest. Stacking up checks. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, I had to do it. I had to bring back the podcast. First and foremost, because I've got so much to let off my chest. And the fact that I've got to get back to tracking these markets. The stock market is ripping me a new asshole right now in the SPY trade. I mean, if you've gotten my course, I kind of push the SPX. But guys were complaining about not being able to be filled on certain trades. So I said, okay, let me go back to the drawing board and look at the SPY, see if it works on it. And sure enough, on the week that I'm doing some of the most important research, the market decides to rip 5% in a week. 5%, man. That's insane. I say that to say, if you've been trading for a while, you already know that even during a bull market, daily moves are highly structured. I mean, it's very mechanical. Today, an all new high on the markets because crude prices are running out of this world. I mean, check out XOP. Look at XOP right now. And that goes back to just like what I just said. The market is structured in a way where, continually over time, it goes higher. Okay, we get that. Capital will flow into sectors that are performing at any given time. So right now, that's oil stocks. So the ETFs and the pensions that fund them are rebalancing practically on a daily basis. So they're going out there to meet the demand and they're buying oil stocks. And that's what's causing the market to go up. There are two ways really to play the market. You can try, to beat the market, which is really hard to do. Well, not so much right now. All you got to do right now is buy URTY. But in any other time, you'd go in there, on the option side of the game and try to buy premium. And it's like a 40-60 bet for the most part. You'll win here and there, but then, you'll lose most of the time over a given stretch. But then there's another way, whereas you can try to let the market beat you. And that's selling premium, right? Selling puts in SPY, selling puts in IWM, bear call spreads. Bear call spreads in UVXY right now. Selling volatility is back, baby. Listen to this. The expectation for the long side is so generous right now. You can make 7 to 9% on an iron condor. That's 10% wide on each side of the SPY. 10% wide. Understand that 10% is not getting hit in any other year. But people believe that 10% move is priced in. Because you can actually get 7%, almost 8 or 9% on your money on a trade that's 10% on each side. Anyway, I don't have all day to break things down. So what I'm going to be doing is basically reviewing the market on a daily basis using sector-based ETFs. That kind of allows me to, let the show move more fluidly. So I'll give an example, let's say about weed, and I'll just say POTX, right? POTX. Or I'll say MJO, or another great ETF right now, YOLO. Speaking of weed, by the way, that was the most performing sector today market-wide. The run in cannabis over the last 6 months, it's been absolutely insane there as well. I mean, you got a lot of new legislations that could happen this year, like New York State. That would be huge. You already got sports betting in Jersey. By the way, the ETF there you need to look at is BETS, BETZ. But more importantly, you've got national legislation to legalize weed, possibly being able to be put on the table as soon as this year. Now, personally, I don't think Joe Biden is that bold. I mean, the man is 80 years old, attended segregated schools. And look, you didn't hear this from me, but personally, I believe the Democratic Party, they expect him to die in office or get sick and have to leave office. But I digress. Going back to these tickers, let me tell you something. BLOK, that could be the next QQQ. I'm serious. When you look at BLOK, go to barchart.com, all right? Put in BLOK in the search. On the right-hand side, after you pull up the page for it, look at constituents. I think that's the way to say the word. And then you go look inside what's in those ETFs. And in this case, boy, it's nothing short of amazing. I mean, the best of the best tech companies. I think this is probably one of the best looking ETFs that I've seen in a long time. I mean, the real drivers of techs. Keep your eye out on BLOK. Bank stocks, ETF, KBE, and XLF. Look at those financial stocks. They've had a really great week there too. I mean, the 10-year Treasury yield is pushed up a further 1%. XLF is up 28% since August. KBE is up 47% in the same time frame. Very impressive for financials. U.S. Home Construction ETF ITB, 1 year high today. 14% move over the last month alone. Man, I mean, I know everybody wants a house. The cheap money is just all over the place, folks. Everything's hot. Semiconductors. SOXL, that's a leverage play, up 339% in 9 months. The non-leverage play, XSD, also that's a semi play as well, up 86% over the same time frame. Look out for XRT and the steroid version, which is RETL. They really blew up after that Wall Street Bets fiasco, but GME is kind of working its way out of the system. The ETF had to go out and buy a bunch of GME because GME was actually in XRT, and RETL runs against XRT. Well, not against it, but kind of is based off XRT. So they went out and just bought a ton of GME, and after GME fell apart, they fell apart. So look out for some possible huge gains can be coming the way of XRT and RETL as they kind of make up for lost time. GBC, the only publicly traded Bitcoin fund, is looking for a new high. And I told you this 5 months ago, folks. It's going to 100. That Tesla purchase was the best thing that ever could have happened to Bitcoin in a very long time. I mean, you want to talk about legitimacy. You want to talk about, putting capital on the line. Tesla did it. MicroStrategy started it, right? MSTR. They started it, which by the way is in block, which is in BLOK. So that's why I'm telling you, you got to pay, BLOK. You got to look at it. But if you can't afford Tesla, go out and get XLY. XLY, its exposure to Tesla is 17% of the fund. That's the largest position in XLY is Tesla. Is Tesla. So pay attention to that. Guys want to short the big, meat and potatoes Tesla. Nah, go ahead and play it on XLY. At least it doesn't kill you so aggressively, because Tesla's going to keep going up, folks. As long as there's cheap money, we're going to continue to see higher prices. Again, I don't want to be bullish right now. I really don't. I mean, look at all the people who are unemployed. But I can't fight these trends. It's ridiculous what's going on out here right now. All we can do is stay long, stay strong. And I know we're being kind of, cattle being kind of driven over the edge here, but we've got no choice. I mean, where else are you going to go to make some money? Look at the kind of money that's been made over the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 3 months. The last 6 months, 9 months, man. I mean, they're giving it to us. Can't complain. And until things change, hey, I got to go with the story. It's your boy Sal. This is the In the Market in 10 minutes. Tomorrow is another trading day. Trade well.